Hey, in today's video, I am going to be showing you a brand new rune glitch that you can use over here at Ferrum Azula, or specifically Crumbling Ferrum Azula. Once you are here, just take a right from the Godskin Noble Mist door, and you can head towards the right side and then continue up. Note, if you are chased by some enemies, you have two options: take them out, or just simply pause the game and leave and join back, and you should not be triggered there by the enemy. This next step is completely optional because we are going to skip the boss. We are going to want to have a Uchigatana with Unsheath, another sword with Spinning Weapon, and of course, Marika's Hammer. Let's say that you have those items. You are going to hold the Uchigatana in one hand, try to use your mount, hit L2, pause the game, go over to the Uchigatana and replace that with the Spinning Weapon Ashes. This can be any blade, and as you do continue to go forward, let go a little bit so that your character is able to drop, yet continuously hold the sprint button. Side note, remember, this is completely optional and you do not need to do this at all unless you are trying to skip the boss. Now we can go over the new rune glitch. You will want to exit out towards the north here, drop down, or you can turn around and drop down from the top portion there. Either or will work. Continue towards the west here. We are going to eventually take a right. And what you may notice on the bottom here, there's going to be a pillar that's sort of hanging off. If you sprint correctly, you can land on this, or you can take the left side, which is probably the most safest option. Continue up. There are quite a few enemies in this location, and it can be quite difficult to dodge them, so that is something to take note of. Continue though towards the northeast here, dropping down towards each platform until you're right here. Continue up, and what you may notice here in the distance is that there's going to be a crucible. What I recommend for this boss, or this mini boss, or whatever you want to call him, he's pretty tough. I would just say avoid him for the most part, but if you cannot do so, then you might have to battle him like I had to. Continue on. We are going to head towards the north here, take a right, and then go towards the east, drop down towards the south, and continue on. We are going to take a left. Note that there are some birds here that can annihilate you pretty well, especially if you are on New Game Plus. I am currently on New Game Plus, I think 5 or 6. So these bosses and enemies are just way overpowered in my opinion. Yet that's just what you get when you do go on to the next journey. Everything progresses on and it becomes a bit more difficult. So at some point you should be exactly where I am right here. We are going to go up towards the southeast. You should see a dragon in the distance right here. You will want to avoid him and take a right. We are going to take him out without even fighting him, so that's why I'm saying do not worry about it, because we're going to grab the items from him. So head up here towards the southwest, take a right. There's going to be a sleeping fellow on the left. Just avoid him for the most part. There's going to be one up here towards the top that you cannot avoid, and he will be aggroed. So yeah, just continue on, jump on top of the broken structure, and then take a right and go inside the building, and you should see a lift that allows you to go up like so. We are going to take that lift up, and we are now officially at the rune glitch spot. There's going to be a few requirements. You will want a dagger with ground slam, or you can use Staff of the Avatar. It honestly does not matter. Then you will want to have the Spinning Weapon Ashes applied to one of your swords, and of course we will want the Uchigatana. And last but not least, we want to use Millennia's Blade, which is going to be the Waterfowl Dance, and I'll show you exactly what it is right here. I am going to equip this to my right hand. You guys can personally use your left. It honestly does not matter. We are going to use the Ashes of War, then hit it twice so that you can land right here. Now that we are here, this is a pretty cool spot because you can drop down without dying, as well as we literally just jump from the top there to the bottom here. Let's go ahead and drop down towards the bottom, then go around towards the right. We are going to, I guess, go around this dome. What's interesting is that the sound effects here make sort of like a splashing sound as if there's water. I don't know, guys. It's kind of cool, but also kind of weird. I don't know. You guys try it out, and yeah, it's interesting. Let's continue towards the right here, and we are going to use the offhand swap with the dagger that has ground slam. Again, you can use Staff of the Avatar. It honestly does not matter. we are going to equip the Uchigatana in our left hand and the dagger on our right hand. You can use the staff of the avatar. Then from there, we are going to look for an item, hit L2, pause the game, go down, replace that Uchigatana again with the spinning weapon Ashes of War. Now at this point, you should be holding down that L2 button after you have swapped over towards that spinning weapon, because if you do not hold down L2, you will fall to your death, because the whole process here is that when you hold down the L2, you're kind of trapped in that ground slam animation, which is allowing you to continuously fall like so without dying. What you should notice after 30 seconds is that the runes will drop, as well as an ancient dragon smithing stone and some armor that you can use. I have to say, this is one of the most amazing glitches in this exact location, aka Crumbling Ferrum Azula, and now we have a really interesting glitch that you can use. You can utilize this now, and it might make things easier. If you're curious as to will this work on the boss, no, sadly it will not. I'm not too sure as to why. Yeah, it just does not. Thank you guys though for watching the video. If you have any questions, make sure that you leave them down below. And if you're not subscribed, do that now. Turn those notifications on to all, and make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you found it useful. Thank you guys for everything, and I hope you all have a great day out there, and I'll see you in the next one.